talk a little bit about Pandemonic.
Okay, yeah.
I first wanted to say thank you so much, man, for all the production work you've done, the hard work,
Oh, yeah.
engineering.
I loved it very, very much. And the idea was cool. Also, the video that you did was awesome. So,
Thanks,
and
man.
with low or no budget,
Zero
man.
budget. I hooked up our camera guy with some beers and pizza,
Yeah, that's
but
good. Yeah,
that's it was all friends. That's kind of the other part that's so cool about this project, other
yeah,
than any other project I've really been in, is that I started, this is an idea that goes back to the late 90s. I wanted to do this. I mean, I was inspired by Pigface, and it always used to bother me here in Detroit when I was just kind of doing the Detroit, national side of things. And
yeah,
and it always used to bother me that the other Detroit bands that were in the similar vein of music around here, they would never come together, and do stuff together, help each
yeah.
other out. It was always like kind of a competitive type of flavor,
Mm.
and I hated that. I was like, you guys are stupid, because, I look at Pigface and, you have, Skinny Puppy on there. You have, Thrill Kill Cult, members of Thrill Kill Cult, members of Killing Joke, members
Yeah,
of Nine Inch Nails. I mean, Trent Reznor was even in Pigface, for a minute.
yeah,
I mean, Ministry, all these different members, from all these different acts, and some people that were like kind of unknowns too, and that was so punk rock and so cool that it was awesome because of that. It was like a fun band, but it was still had its serious sides. The songs were still made to be good.
yeah.
It wasn't just a joke, let's get stupid high and drunk or whatever. I mean, that was part of it, I think, in the beginning for them, but that wasn't the end result of it. It was
Yeah.
more about, hey, we're all cool, we're all got all this, our own projects, let's fuck around with something together. And
Let's make something together. Yeah, and I
yeah,
also know Bigface and heard some songs, so I love them as well.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So I had that idea back in the 90s, and I couldn't get people to come together, and I was like, you guys are just lame. And many years later, I was talking with you, and we had kind of started some of the old songs I had in my database, trying to
yeah.
get around.
That was in 2017. We started the collaboration.
Correct. when
Yeah.
we first worked on Monkey Mind, that was our
Oh
very
yeah.
first song, which is going to be our last song. I can't.
But I love this song. So it it,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
It's,
Oh, it's great.
um,
It's so good. I can't wait to make the video too. I have a whole video plan for it too, so it
mhm.
should be fun. Um, but anyhow, yeah. But this Plastic Assault Network really didn't take off until the pandemic hit. We were all locked on lockdown. So,
Yeah.
and then I just went out and virtually and asked everybody if they could come out and play, like kids again, like, hey, I'm knocking on your door. Hey, can, Pear come out to play? Can Yorn come out to play? Can, Rika come out to play? And so many people did. And I was like, wow, this is cool. They actually did. And
Yeah, and of course, Scott did it also as well. He was
yeah,
also doing some backing vocals.
yeah, exactly. I even wanted to get Heidi involved from Randolph Scrin.
Okay.
And you know what? It's not too late yet. I might actually still like really yank her change. But yeah, getting back to Pandemonic, the other thing
Yeah.
I wanna say is I thought it was such a brilliant idea you came up with. You came up with this idea. Because I was going through a bunch of, and we were talking about this with Jorn, a bunch of different ideas for the name. And, you know, because I wanted it to be, you know, because the idea of the song, even lyrically, you know, is due to the pandemic. But I didn't, but everybody there was so many people. I mean, it was just so obvious, you know, it was too obvious to just call it pandemic. You know what I mean? It just seems so like, that's so not me. I don't like to like just jump on a train. You know what I mean? And I want to be original. And we went through a bunch of different names, and then you came up with the parentheses, and I was like, that was the magic that needed to be in that name, which is that's how I felt. I was like a demon was wrecking my life when pandemic first happened. You know, I mean, just so many fucking things happened, like literally within 3 weeks of it hitting the US. I mean, when it hit the US, oh, so much shit happened for me, bro.
I can imagine, and I saw and heard the news coming from the USA.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
Truly fucked. For me, and so many others. I mean, at the same time, I have to say, I got very lucky in some respects too, because of the pandemic. It's just insane. But that's hard to explain, but you know, that's personal, and I talk about that maybe with you, but not on this. Yeah.
I know.
Anyhow, but yeah, the song, man, what a great song. It's powerful. It's
totally into the moment, and the name pandemic is kind of demonic, because nobody knows if this virus was created or not, and it has so many different faces. And that's the kind of demonic for me.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a murderous demon for sure. No question about it. No question about it. It doesn't matter now where it came from. We can point the finger all we want. That doesn't do shit. We need to fix the fucking problem. You know, that's where all our energy should be is.
But the virus also showed us how small,
how fragile we are.
How helpless we are. And that we are no gods, that all the people are no gods, just some atoms on our planet Earth.
Are we learning? Are we awakening? Has the pandemic really shown us? You know, it's shown the people that already, maybe it's awoken a handful of people.
Just a handful.
But not enough. Not enough to where it's like, hey, fuckers, you know, we have to make a major change. And that's why I'm saying, you know, our situation is long term, where it's going to be a while before we see actually how our world changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
Yeah. That, and I don't want to be negative about it. That's just kind of my realistic viewpoint of it, I guess. And it's my opinion. You know, I'll put that there too. That's my opinion on it.
But I try to do my best every day. I try to be respectful to the nature, to the people, and so that's the only thing I can do.
Absolutely, I love
do, and not to be that egoistic. Just think on myself.
Yeah, well, I love the saying from Gandhi, be the
Yeah.
change, that quote that I love so much from him,
I
because
love.
really
I
that's
also
if
love the film. I
yeah,
saw 10 times or 11 times.
yeah, fair, yeah. I mean
Yeah.
that I mean no one is no, we're human, that's kind of what Monkey Mind is
Yeah.
all about, our last
Mm.
song, it's about being human. We're all
Yeah.
human, we're all flawed, and I
Yeah.
understand that. I am definitely fucking flawed, no question about it. And I try to do my best, and that's, I think, what matters is if all of us really tried and was awake and looking at our own actions and just said, you know what, I really don't need to eat meat every single day. I really don't need to, and I'm omnivorous, I eat meat. But if you look at where the reasons why you shouldn't, it's because we need to limit that production. We need
Mhm.
to limit certain things. Do I really need plastic bags at our grocery stores? I mean, America is horrible for this. I mean,
Yeah.
I wish America would learn from the Europeans in the sense that you have to bring your fucking bags to the grocery store. You bring
Yeah.
your own bags
Yeah.
and you reuse those. We don't need to keep producing these fucking plastic bags or paper
No.
bags. We
No.
don't need to do that. Why are we doing it?
I don't know.
Make cloth
I
bags.
ask myself that every time.
Every family or every person could have 4 or 5 bags that they made. You know what I mean? Out of cloth,
Yeah.
out of material. And they
Yeah.
use those until they break, and then you buy a new one, you know? And man, just that alone in America would be such a huge shift and a huge change. But everybody wants it now, and they don't want to have to think about it. And I have to fully admit, and I
Mm.
hate to have to admit this, but because I'm American, because I got brought up in this society, there's many times where I have my bags in my car and I forget them in my car. And I'll be in the
Mhm.
grocery store and people look at me funny
And
because
to buy a new one.
huh?
And then you're buying new bags.
Oh no, I'm not buying new bags. They look at me funny because what I end up doing is I end up just buying the groceries, and I just say, no, don't put them in bags, just put them in the
Oh,
cart.
okay. Okay.
And I have to go out to the and of course the security guards are looking at me as I'm walking out the door because they don't see anything in bags and they think I'm just walking out the store with without buying it. So I always have to hold up my receipt, and I'm
Yeah.
like, because I forget that my bags are in my car, and then bring them in with me because it's not ingrained. And
Mhm.
most people, though, I watch it, at a grocery store, and most people they're just clueless. They're not even thinking. And I work in one, so it's all day long.
Yeah.
Paper or plastic? What do you want? Paper or plastic? How about no? I don't want any. No, I have my bags, or I got bags in the car, That
Yeah.
would be so refreshing if most people were like, no, don't want it, no. Because then if over 50% of our population did that, then grocery stores would stop carrying it. And then the whole world would have to go to that.
Yeah.
People that are still blind, it would only take maybe even 40%, of the people of the population, for it to cause a reaction, because then that's less money that the grocery stores have to spend on materials so they can make more money, right? They like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
True.
there's so many things, dude. But anyways, we're getting totally off subject and I'm getting on my soapbox about our society here.
Yeah.
And I don't normally get all political like this, but anyways, like minds, easy to bounce this shit off of somebody who I know
Yeah.
understands exactly where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Anyhow, back to the song. Killer, man. I mean, I knew the song when I first wrote the initial draft was had a lot of potential. You know, it was good jamming, a lot of drive to it. And I knew that once Jorn put some, you know, drums in there too, some live,
he
that
played good drums.
That would add so much more power. And your ability as an engineer and producer, it's just awesome, dude. You know.
Yeah, I agree. Very awesome.
It's a very driving, powerful song. I mean, it'll never be radio friendly because I dropped too many F-bombs throughout it.
Oh yeah.
Radio, I don't know about in Europe. Is Europe a lot more friendly with cuss words on the radio?
Oh, they don't have anything against it. They're singing about vaginas, breasts.
Okay, yeah, they're way more open. Yeah, I knew that about TV and stuff, you know, but
yeah, what can I say? I don't have anything against some curse words, but I don't use them normally in my lyrics when I have some. I'm not a very good songwriter, not a good texter. So songs I can write instrumentals, but I'm not good in doing lyrics. But I never use the FUCK word or something else. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't generally, you know, I don't generally. This particular project, though, I will say, my attitude coming into it, you know, I wanted to embrace the punk side of things, you know, at the same time. That's why I kind of call it a cyberpunk project, because it's very electronic. It's not punk music. It's not, you know, guitar, bass, and drums and pitched out vocals. No, it's a very electronic based band, but the edge, you know, some of my inspiration came from like Prodigy and
oh yes, I love Prodigy
and Ministry and like I said, Pigface, you know, for the collaborative side of it, you know,
Wipers.
Yeah, you know, it's still punk in nature, you know, like the attitude is like that, you know, and that's the attitude that I wanted to maintain to a certain degree. I still wanted it to have very intellectual concepts, you know, for each song, because that's just who I am. But I didn't want to. I wasn't trying to get into the melodramatic too much, like gothic side of what I do as well, or like, you know, so electronic that it's, you know, that it's more of a techno or something, you know, and I love all that too, but for this I wanted it to be more punk rock. Since I am doing vocals and stuff, I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive, I guess.
Yeah, some good guitar.
And that's why some of the songs, a couple of the songs, have some cuss words in them, you know, because anything goes when it's out of
works.
Yeah. It just won't be played on the radio. That's all. Because I can't even. Pandemic, I can't even edit. If I edited the cuss words out of Pandemic, it would sound funny. You know,
I'm thinking about doing a harmless version.
Oh my god! Yeah, say like frick or something instead of fuck, right?
Freaking.
No, man, it would sound so horrible. It would be ridiculous. I almost want to do it just because it would be ridiculous. Yeah, and that's the other side of it. You know, I also want the people to realize that, you know, this is supposed to be fun too. I mean, yes, the songs, when I write a song, lyrically especially, they all have personal meaning to me. But in the end, you know, these are songs that we are going to reenact and redo, you know, and play over time. And I understand that. So it's in the moment that I wrote them, I was feeling a certain way, but it doesn't, that those feelings don't stick around, you know.
Mhm.
I can still get there if I'm live playing it on the stage, but then it's more of an act than it
Mhm.
is, you know, because I'm no longer, hopefully, God, I hope I'm not in that. Because I mean, when I did write it, it was real and I was in it and I felt that way. And
Yeah.
and those songs are all those songs, every single song we did is real. And the passion that I had in those songs are absolutely real. Um,
Yeah. You also you know the work I did with Nine Circles with
yeah,
Lydia. Yeah,
yeah,
and
exactly.
it's the same with her vocals, her lyrics.
Yeah,
All meanings or all lyrics she sang on the stage are coming from real life,
yeah.
real situations, and
That's
she's
good.
singing
That's why it's
about her
good.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and that's awesome. And therefore she's also, or she went crying sometimes on the stage because she felt the old feelings again, and
yeah.
yeah,
PTSD. You know, totally.
right,
I get
right,
it. Believe me, I get it. Big time. I get that. And
yeah,
yeah, because I mean, yeah, I mean, same with all the stuff I do. Everything I do has to come from a real place. You know,
right,
it has to be
right.
real. And you know, maybe that's another reason why my music or the stuff that I've been involved with has always been kind of under the radar because it's real. You know,
Mhm.
uh, uh, the pop type stuff. You know, that's just written stuff to, like, you know, I mean, what's the average pop song? It's about sex. It's about, you know, money. It's about
Yeah,
fame. It's about, you know, being a badass or something, you know, and it's all fake. It's all pretty fucking fake, you know,
yeah,
and
that's
and
true.
and it's all an act, you know. But the type of music that we do always comes from real places, real scenarios, real situations. That's what makes it punk, you know. That's what makes it, you know, what it is. It's that a heart, true heart, and realness. I mean, it would be unhealthy for me if I continuously felt that way. And some of our,
Mhm.
as you know, I mean, we've worked with like Greg McCormick from Shock Therapy, you know,
Yeah.
you know,
Most of the musicians can write their best songs in this phase, and also when I feel sad, sorry, or no, not sorry, sad or depressive, um, I try to do or create the music with the feelings I feel,
yeah,
and that's the best therapy indeed. Yeah.
no doubt. I mean, no doubt. I mean, yeah, it's self-help.
I can sit at home and play on my real piano, and then I am taking this idea with me and edited this in my studio. And
It's almost like you're able to give yourself a gift out of something that is hurting you, you know. So
yeah,
it's almost like you know, okay, at least I have this. If I didn't have this music or this, you know, art that I'm doing, um, then I would have nothing for this hell that I'm going through. At
hmm,
least I have this to, you know, that's beautiful. It's, you know, it's ugly beauty. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful sorrow, you know, and
yeah,
that's the only gift that it can be. I mean, I think if all of us could choose to just be like happy all the time and feel good all the time, I think we would. I certainly would. I would want to feel good all the time, and I would love to just write, happy songs and stuff like that, and feel good all the time. But that's not who I am. It's just not who I am.
No. And
I'm
lots
a bit
of
of a dark
music,
person.
lots of music in the main scene is very happy because yeah.
Well, they're writing it. It's written.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's written that way. It's like Disney, you're writing an animation, it's a plotted out thing. That's why I said it's not really. I mean, some of the stuff that goes big is true, a happy song that was true about a happy moment. I'm not saying that happy can't be true, because happy songs can be.
But some are not realistic, and you hear it and you feel it, and it's like, okay, that's written by a composition for many other artists. So
that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So anyhow, what an adventure we've had, brother. What an adventure. I mean, I really look forward to being able to get back to Germany and seeing you guys for sure.
That would be nice.
I don't know when that'll be, but I hope, hopefully maybe after, we get through all 11 songs released, and we have the album.
And these songs are fantastic.
Yeah, man, absolutely. High five. Yeah, we did a great job, man. I mean, like I said, I am so honored. I am so honored to have worked with you, all the other members. I mean, what great talent. I mean, some people that aren't as known as some of the people on here, but all of them are awesome, and I love them. I love them all. They're all my bros. Get Heidi on here, and I'll include a sister. But so far they're all bros. It's a bromance. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, a lot of work, but a lot of fun, and I'm glad I had the work, because it kept my mind on something good, something good for us to do.
We have to think positive in the future, and hopefully doing some good concerts next year, and make an album, vinyl, and more music after this. So hey,
maybe if we do a second album, we do one with a whole new line of people, a whole bunch of new people, and some of the other repeat offenders, if they want to. It just depends on who wants to do what and who's available, and truthfully what your availability is and what my availability is. It's because I mean, I am going to be releasing my solo project as well, called Mercury Mage, which is more of an instrumental. I don't know. It's dance music, but it's kind of spooky dance music, I guess. I guess it's EDM in a way, electronic dance music. I mean, that's what it is, but it's got its own swing to it.
And I've also don't have any solo project, but with Scott, I'm doing Dark State, and we have also 13 or 14 great songs, and
yeah, I'm totally looking forward to that. Definitely. I mean, definitely looking forward to that. I mean, Scott has been wanting this for several years now. He tried to do it with Panic or Pain here in the D, and that just never really grabbed hold due to complications internally, from what I understand.
but maybe
Yeah,
that
but
time
now
is
that
right
he's
for
there in
another.
Germany and he's got you there, I mean, and there's all kinds of great musicians there, you know. Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool that to see him go with this with you. I mean, I look forward to it. He's got such a great rich voice too.
Yeah.
Um Definitely.
I really love him. He's a very he's a kind guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's the best. He's a really cool
You
kid.
as well. Don't be jealous.
Oh no. I'm not, man. I'm not at all. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, totally. I mean, yeah, Scott's always been there for me too. I'm glad I could get him on this as well. Kind of almost last minute, but got him on as some cameo vocals. So that was cool. Yeah. Very, very proud to have him along as well. Yeah, man. So
Okay.
is Nine Circles still going, or is that kind of it's like Randolph-Scrin?
Yeah, we have lots. We have 15 or 16 or until 18 songs on stock.
Yeah.
I don't know if we will ever on stage again because of Lydia's health problems. But we will definitely do another album, maybe a double album with new songs.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I hope so, because the world needs it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys will like the songs as well.
Of course. Of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Well, dude, man, I guess we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
I gotta get to work soon, and I don't know what your day is like, but anyhow, man, I love you so much, man. Your talent is amazing, and I'm so honored to have you as part of this Plastic Assault Network madness.
You made me blush.
Aw. But we're all bros, man, and
We're bros. And I also like to work with you, and for the songs I really enjoy it.
yeah, dude, it's
I do.
something that had to be, and it is, and we're gonna release Wall Breaker next month. So so yeah, I'm gonna try in my busy ass life kick out a video for that as well. We'll see if I can manage it. And man, it's just been such a pleasure, and thank you for being on every single song, dude. You managed to do this with me, and I couldn't have done it really without you.
Thank you for letting me do it.
Yeah, so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.